They wished the worst on you. Now they're living that nightmare. They've tried to bring you down. They've tried to curse you, tried to mess you up, tried their best to make nothing go your way, turned people against you, ruined your reputation, the good person you are, the advancing man or advancing woman you are, somebody who wants the best for others, somebody like you who is the chosen one. Your light is shining. You're always trying your best to be a good person on this planet. You're about the light, not the darkness. You're blessed. You're gifted. They've been jealous of you, and they've wanted the worst for you. So they tried to put a spell on you. They tried to curse you. They said so many terrible things about you, and they were hoping that their words would have worked against you, that you would have believed all of those things they said about you in an attempt to bring you down, in an attempt to destroy you. They know that if you believe their narrative, it's over for you. They understand that it's about mindset, that it's about belief. They understand that it's about what you know to be true. So they said nasty things about you. They worked with others in slandering your name, told lie after lie after lie about you, and a lot of people believed it. You who were doing well, you started to see things turning. You're not winning like you were. Things not working out for you like they were. You're not doing well like you were. On some level, some of you, you stopped believing in yourself like you did before. They were relentless. They came at you full force, made you think you're not good enough. At first, it was working. At first, they seemed to be winning. Thankfully, you're not somebody who just gives up. Thankfully, you picked yourself up. You dusted yourself up, and you started over again, or you continued along your journey. Thankfully, you wouldn't stay down. They can't keep a good man down. They can't keep a good woman down. Give the video a thumbs up if you know that they cannot keep you down no matter what. Give the video a thumbs up if you know that the only way is up for you despite what they try. So they tried their best to mess you up. But thankfully, you who went down there, you lowered your vibration. Your vibration ended up being lowered. You refused to stay down there. You started believing in yourself again, and you moved up. You moved up that emotional scale. Goodbye fear, goodbye despair, goodbye depression, goodbye feeling low, goodbye pessimism. Move back up again. Things started working out for you. What they meant for a curse actually became a blessing in your life. You discovered new opportunities. When they blocked the road, you made your way through the bushes, you still reached your destination. When they closed doors, you discovered new doors, started moving back up. Things started working out for you again. I am talking to somebody who will not stay down. I said they wished the worst on you. Now they're living that nightmare. What goes around comes around. What you sow is what you reap. What you put out there comes back to you. Somebody tried to make your life a living hell, and now they have to live in that hell. It's backfiring on them. The pit they dug, thinking it was for you, was for themselves. What they didn't understand is that you're the chosen one. What they didn't understand is that you're protected. What they refused to get was that who God has blessed, no one can ever curse. Winners win. That is what you do, and they cannot stop you. Somebody has been jealous of you for so long. A group of people, they've been envious of you. You didn't do anything to them. You're just living your life in a positive way, trying to get ahead, trying to move forward, trying to advance. You're somebody who believes in yourself. You do not settle for less when you know you can achieve more. You're not like the average person. You're a winner. You're a go-getter. You're not a quitter. They hate the fact that you esteem yourself highly. They hate the fact that you know you're a champion. You're a king. You're a queen. You're royalty blessed by the Almighty. They want you to think you're small. They realize you're on the winning side and it bothers them. How dare you move forward? How dare you advance in life? This person wants it to be all about them. Why you and not them? They act as if you're the one stopping them from moving forward. You're the one stopping them from succeeding in life. But the last time I checked, you have the same 24 hours as them. So they're against you. And for many of you, we're talking about people who you helped in life. People you were good to. People you were friends with. People you were in a relationship with. People who are your own friends, or your own family members, relatives. People you worked with, colleagues. People you gave to, and instead of showing a level of gratitude, they chose to be against you. You see, they're like crabs in a bucket. They act as if you winning stops them from winning. So they're there trying to pull everybody down. What happens is they end up staying in that bucket and perishing. They've been studying you. They've been focused on you instead of focusing on their own life. They've tried to bury you, but you are a seed. And so everything negative they try to do to you backfires on them. It works against them. It's a nightmare for them right now, because what they did to you inadvertently, they were doing to themselves. They told lies about you. They did you wrong. They were at you non-stop. People turned against you. People thought you were the bad one. They blocked the road. They closed doors on you. Temporarily, you were not doing well. But it's backfiring on them. That is their energy. It's only a matter of time It was only a matter of time till people started to see through them. People started to realize, wow, they're the bad one. They're the evil one. Something must be terribly wrong with them. Why are they at you like this non-stop? Especially when you kill them with silence. Especially when you remain silent. You do not argue with these people. You do not go in a back and forth with them. You continue along your journey. You don't have time to stop and throw stones at every dog that barks. If you do so, you will never reach your destination. You're positive, you keep advancing. So because of their vibration, because of their energy, because of who they are, it is only a matter of time till the entire world comes crumbling. That is what they put out there. That is what they sowed. They thought they were messing you up like we've seen, but they messed themselves up. They thought they were digging a pit for you, but they fell into that pit. All along they were engaging in self-sabotage. They want the worst for others, so that is what they get for themselves. That is what they're putting out there in the universe. That is what comes back to them. The curse that was directed towards you, back to sender, the curse reverses, it works against them. The spell, it works against them. That is how they live their life. That is the hell they created. That is the hell they must live in. They're surrounded by drama. How can they expect to live a positive life? How can they expect to be at peace? They're not at peace. It's not smooth sailing. They're not winning. Furthermore, they messed with the wrong one. They messed with the anointed one that you are, the appointed one you are. They tried to take your place. And now, it's working against them, because what goes around comes around. What you sow is what you reap. The world is a cycle, and everything that happens in a circle. They tried to bring you down, but look, they ended up staying in that bucket and perishing in that bucket. It became their worst nightmare. I'm talking to somebody who moves up nonetheless. I am talking to somebody who all of this contrast works in their favor. Because when they block the road, you discover new roads. When they close their doors, when they get people to close doors, you discover new doors. When you lose that job, it's a good thing. Somebody type in the comments, it is a good thing. It is a good thing. Whatever bad thing, God will turn it around for good. Whatever evil they send your way, God will turn it around for good. And you're part of it. The universe will make it all work in your favor. So when they make you lose your job, you start a business. When they block you, when you don't get that job because of the strings they pull against you, you end up starting a business. You end up getting a better job, one that pays more money, one that is better for you. When that person you were in a relationship with, you were treating them well, you were good to them, and instead of reciprocating that love, they start attacking you, they start working against you, lying, telling lies about you, trying to ruin you, trying to destroy you, ruin your reputation. When that same person you give love sends hate your way, thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, it ends up backfiring on them. When they think they found someone better, at the start it's nice. They're there on a so-called honeymoon. It's good. It's beautiful. But it is only a matter of time till they see that person's true colors. They end up losing somebody as amazing like you. What they thought would have worked out in their favor, it becomes a nightmare. That same person who was hoping that you'd never get back on your feet again, you'd never find joy, you would never... Some people, they walk away and they want the worst for you now. But then you move up nonetheless. You find someone better. You find someone who could love you. Who loves you. You learn to love yourself. You're better off now without them. Meanwhile, they're suffering. The grass wasn't greener. They've come against you. A lot of you, you've seen it happen. And they think it will all work out for them. But it doesn't work that way. They wanted the worst for you. That ex of yours who wanted the worst for you. That person who was a friend, who was a partner, who was a colleague. That person who wanted the worst for you. That person who hoped that things would never work out. Who has been jealous, envious of you. Look at how their jealousy is killing them. Look at how the envy is working against them. They should have allowed themselves to be inspired by you, the chosen one that you are. The advancing man or advancing woman that you are. By the way, there are some new t-shirts. Check it out in the link. Advancing man and advancing woman t-shirts. You can get yours, or just check it out. Check it out to see if you like it. They should have allowed themselves to be inspired by you. They should have learned from you. Instead, they chose to bring you down. Instead, they chose to destroy you. But it's forward ever, backward never for you watching me here on this advancing channel, or listening to my voice. It reminds me of the story of Joseph in the Bible, where his own brothers threw him in a pit, where his own brothers tried to destroy him. But he went from pit to palace. So what was meant for bad, God turned it around and it became a good thing. They cannot destroy you. They cannot stop you because you're somebody who keeps the faith. You're somebody who believes. Even more than that, you know what you want. You know where you're going. I encourage you to know where you're going to. Clearly define your goals, what you want. Have a clear mental picture of what you want. And no matter what they say, you have a clear mental picture of what you want. You know where you're going. They may say it's impossible. That is them saying their thing over there. You're unperturbed. You don't care with what they say. It doesn't bother you. You already know where you're going. You already know that you are a winner. That all you do is win. That you will win big. That it must work out for you. No matter what they try, no matter what they do or say. A lot of people, they're trying to bring you down. They want the worst for you. But by wanting the worst for you, they're asking for the worst for themselves. Because that is what they're saying. That is what they're putting out there in the universe. That is what comes their way. And they make their life a living hell. So don't worry about what they try. Don't worry about the evil ones. Don't worry about all of the terrible things they're saying. Most times they're just projecting. They're jealous. They're envious. Your life bothers them. You're reminding them of what they should have achieved. They're in a terrible place. That is why they're so negative. And it has nothing to do with you. You keep journeying on. You keep winning despite what they try, despite what they do or say. What goes around comes around. The world is a cycle. Everything that happens in a circle. When they think they're messing you up, understand karma. No debt in the universe goes unpaid. They mess themselves up. And it's not that I am wishing bad for anybody. They're the ones doing this to themselves, not me. Neither you. We're not the ones doing it. They can wish others well. They should, and things would have been better for them. As we're here on this advancing channel, I'm sending good vibes your way. I wish you well. I want the best for you. What I want for myself, I want for you too. That is a better way to live. How about that? So I look forward to reading your comments. I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Big up to every subscriber, every member. Thank you for watching all of these videos and chilling with us. My name is Mantius. This is the Advancing Channel. One love, God bless, and all the best.